I don't want to do Enter the Podverse's podcast. I want there to be a cowboy podcast in which we become cowboys.
Before we go into Enter the Podverse, can I have my microphone off quickly just so I can take this off? Because
you're wearing an extra layer that you shouldn't be wearing. You've got the thumbs up. I did think that, the first thing I was like, right, no, I took the jumper off of the character, but actually I'm keeping the jumper off.
Happy to have the jumper off.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to point out a fact to you. This t-shirt in the bottom says in Japanese, absolute defeat, which I say to you for that first round, James.
Yeah,
for that first round.
My first 24-hour podcast. Right.
Okay. It's probably my only win of the night, so I need to keep... That win has to sustain me for the rest of the 24-hour podcast. I won't win anything again.
Pulling off a button up and having another button up underneath is unhinged. Yeah. This room's going to get so hot. We chose to do it in November because it would be colder, and it isn't. It is outside, but it's certainly not in here.
It is colder. Can we crack open windows? I guess we can crack.
There's a horrible storm outside at the moment, so it
would cool us. It would cool us down.
Please note there will be no winners during demonic intercourse. Yeah, we'll all be winners. Right.
The only winner is the demon.
We have our next segment. So this segment is called Enter the Podverse, and so some of you may know that earlier this year, like a month ago, I don't know what is time anymore, we ended our actual regular podcast, the Bunyip Review.
Yeah.
It was a media review show we used to do, and we finished it, but that's just in this universe.
Yeah.
And in other universes,
in other timelines, we have a podcast.
We're still doing a podcast, but it's not necessarily a media review show.
Not necessarily.
It can be anything.
No.
That's the nature of the infinite universe.
In a different universe, you're very into the price changes in a supermarket between specific Thursdays.
Maybe.
And you've started a podcast about it.
Maybe, but I hope the prompts that we have are funnier than that.
That was hilarious. What are you talking about?
What we're going to do is, through the help of our wonderful voice of God, we're going to travel through the multiverse, and we're going to show you glimpses of podcasts that could be, have been, are still in other universes. So, should we get going? What's our first universe?
What's our first podcast? Do we have?
Oh, what are you saying?
Don't know. I'll let the voice of God. I'll let the voice of God talk.
How dare you interrupt God? The first alternative universe podcast is How to Survive the Zombie Apocalypse.
How to survive the zombie apocalypse. Yeehaw! Welcome to How to Survive the Zombie Apocalypse. I'm your prospector and survivalist buddy, J.K. Simmons, and I'm here with my co-host, Big Balls McGee. Welcome, Big Balls McGee, to the Survivalist podcast. How you surviving, as we always say?
I miss my balls.
You miss your... Oh, well, yeah, the zombies picked them clean off.
I miss my balls. As you can hear, my voice has gone up 7 octaves since I lost my balls.
Yeah.
You
used to have a really deep voice. It was supersonic.
I used to have like gravitas to my voice, and now
you sound like a little girl.
I'm a little church choir boy.
Little church choir boy.
Hitting them high notes, yeah. I do wish that my nickname had somehow updated to reflect that, but alas, I'm still Big Balls McGee, and I'm here to help you survive the zombie apocalypse.
You get a nickname when you're young, like, I don't know, something like Fairy, and then it just sticks for the rest of your life, and people just call you that.
You can't lose it, and it's almost like it becomes part of your identity. You start wearing wings everywhere. You start you get a little pot of glitter in your pocket and you throw it at your friends.
Yeah.
If your name was Fairy. So me, on the other hand, I just don't have balls.
Big balls. Why do we start every podcast with this discussion when it's supposed to be a podcast about survivalism?
Well,
we talk about it every week.
It's because you and I both know You and I both know that our audience have poor memory because they're zombies.
Because they're zombies.
Hello, zombies.
Because this is a podcast about surviving in the zombie apocalypse as a zombie.
Exactly.
You're right. Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard to survive out there when you're a rotting bag of flesh.
And we found that the biggest podcast audience is mindless consumers.
Exactly.
People who literally cannot think.
They do not interrupt us. They do not ask us to drop our sponsors. Thank you, sponsors, for sponsoring us. By the way, this
thank you,
podcast.
thank you, Big Penis Pills, for sponsoring this podcast.
Big Penis Pills for sponsoring this podcast. Today, you can enlarge your penis by 300% by popping 7 pills of Big Penis Pills podcast. Thank you.
But your balls won't come back. Just the big penis.
Why did you talk about that?
I don't know. Anyway, so we can't finish today's episode without giving the zombies at least one tip. So we got a message. From Crumbly Dave, who said he said.
Crumbly Dave, oh my lord.
He said, I go to the supermarket.
I thought he'd crumbled away.
No, not yet.
He's still going.
He's still sending messages.
Still going.
And he said, I go to the supermarket looking for food, but all I can find is, packets of cereal and packets of eggs and things. There are no humans to eat because they replaced all of the staff with self-checkout machines. Where am I going to find brains to eat?
Okay, well, my tip to you, Crumbly Dave, is this. If you knock on the staff-only door at the back of the supermarket loud enough and you sound like a young person in distress, there is a non-zero chance that a human being will open the door, and there you go, that's dinner served.
And usually they're the people who have to maintain the self-checkouts, so it'll be a nerd, it'll be a nice big brain. A nice juicy big brain.
They have to have at least read one manual in their lives, which is more than we can say for most of humanity at this point, isn't it?
Or for us.
Yeah.
That's today's episode of the Survivalist podcast for zombies, and as always, we sign out with the phrase, please don't eat us.
Please don't eat us.
We're the good ones.
We're the good ones. I miss my balls.
All right, God. Let's travel into a different universe.
That was surreal. That was so like us. Yeah, but only a little bit different.
Only a little bit different.
It's crazy how in such a different universe we've maintained so much of our identity.
Oh, man.
Okay.
What's the next one?
Your next Alternative Universe podcast is Board Game Box Fashion Review.
Board Game Box Fashion Review.
Should we use props for this one?
I think we should, yeah.
We should use props for this one.
Okay.
I'm going to have to take off a micro... Well, I can probably stand up with it.
You could probably stand up and do it.
I can probably do it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be all right. Okay, but I'm not going to be picky. I think I'm just going to sort of grab some.
Okay.
So I'm not going to have a good idea of if they're good or bad.
Well, I'll introduce the podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Board Game Box Fashion Review. With me, your host, Pippi Tippins, and my good friend, Grumbly Stephen. Grumbly Stephen, welcome to the show.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be here.
No, you never do, and yet you're contractually obligated to.
Yeah. No, I mean, thanks for having me. I'm contractually obliged to say. How's that?
Does
that fulfil my contractual obligation enough?
Yes, that's wonderful.
Fuck's
Thank you very
sake.
much. Thank you very much. Oh,
Fucking hell.
I really love your sparkling wit and sunny affect, Grumbly Steve. Is it Steve I called you? Grumbly. I like to call him Grumbly as a pet name. So as always on this podcast, we are going to be reviewing the fashion presented on various board games. Obviously, this is the #1 podcast on iTunes, more popular than Andrew Tate. And you just
Andrew
bloody
Tate.
love it out there, don't you? So we're going to start with you've brought a selection of wonderful wonderful games for us to look at.
I like the fashion on all of them, and
like-
I'll say that confidently now, and it won't be disproven later.
Lovely, lovely. Well, I look forward to hearing what you think about these. I guess we'll start with this first one here. This is Itchy Feet. This is Itchy Feet, and if we, I think we're probably going to need the droid cam for this one, so that we can see the board games up close. So, so this is Itchy Feet, our first game of the thing, and we can see we've got this little fellow here with his lovely large eyes and his long walking stick. Other than that, he seems to be basically nude, despite this with only this band across the front of the box for modesty.
I'll tell you why I picked this one.
Oh yes, please do.
I'm jealous of the freedom that this man is implied to have by the lack of restraints and clothing. He seems to be able to walk the world. It's the travel card game. I miss that sort of freedom. I miss my family.
Yes, of course, because you're on loan to us from prison, aren't you? Yes. Yes, of course.
I kind of miss prison as well.
Because in this universe, Her Majesty or His Majesty's prisons loan the prisoners out to various board game themed podcasts so that we don't have to pay our guests.
Only board game themed podcasts.
Andrew Tate still has to pay for his prisoners. But yes, so he represents the freedom that you wish you could feel, that you could. Is there anything else? How about this? Does this little Eiffel Tower drawing affect you in any way down here?
It reminds me of the crime I committed.
Oh yes, and remind us what that was.
Yeah, I stabbed someone with the Eiffel Tower.
With the whole Eiffel Tower.
Stabbed someone with the whole Eiffel Tower.
Because there was that event that happened a few years ago in our universe where all of the world's landmarks were shrunk to stabbing size.
Can I ask you why you insisted it happened in our universe?
Like
there's alternatives.
Because in our universe, it's just a common turn of phrase. Yes.
Sorry, I've been in prison a while, so I haven't caught up with this.
Yes, no, all the Zoomers say it now. All right, should we move on to our next
let's
game? So our next game is this Welcome to the Dungeon. Now, there's not much to critique on the front page.
I think there's quite a lot to critique there, actually.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll jump right in.
Well, you see, there's clearly some sort of monstrous figure that is chosen to wear some sort of port cut. These two great iron doors.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
And it also speaks to my soul because I feel like that creature is trapped, much like I am trapped within this contractual and prison obligation to your show.
Absolutely. Well, what I was going to mention is this little fellow on the side. If I bring him over here,
he's got fashion.
So he does. He's wearing some delightful feathery helmet, and then he's got a little sort of loincloth. He's showing a lot of midriff. Maybe that's the fashion for goblins. Could you comment on goblin fashion?
I think he's showing a lot of skin because it's to communicate. It's to communicate that you cannot harm him physically.
Oh, I see. It's a position of strength.
When you see intact skin in goblin culture, that means that skin has not been touched by weaponry or injury, and therefore it will overcome you in combat.
Fair enough. Well, I find him terrifying, despite his gleeful grin. And of course, we also have this fellow on this side. He's a fair bit more armoured, despite the fact that he is clearly dead. Care to comment on this bony fellow?
Well, personally, I'm not very impressed. The armour has no personalisation to it, no hashtag. And no Twitter or Blue Sky IDs that I can use to follow him and follow his murders.
Oh, I see. So you're upset with him because he's not promoting himself. He's not really in the social media game.
There's not enough presence. There's not enough personality.
Are you as a prisoner particularly busy on socials? Are you quite contactable?
Yeah, no, I do a shiv making workshop
online.
Yeah, I live stream my shiv making workshop. Yeah.
Absolutely. And
then I sell them on Etsy.
And I hear it's incredibly well attended.
25 viewers regularly every single week.
Does it really require a weekly stream? How complicated is making a ship?
It's how long I can. It's how frequently I can steal someone else's phone and use it before the guards stop me.
I see. Fair enough. All right. Well, we'll move on to our next game. Our next game on this stack, and there is on this copy of Exit the Forgotten Island. Literally not a single piece of clothing anywhere. An interesting choice. Why did you choose this one?
To spite you.
To spite me?
Yeah,
Why would you want to do that?
Just to really rub in.
I thought we were friends.
Just to really make it clear that I don't like being here. I don't like that. I don't like this podcast. I don't like the contractual obligation I have to fill to you. And also, I have to make it known that I'm grumpy.
I thought
I'm a grumpy person.
I thought we were bonding. I thought we were connecting. I thought if it wasn't for the fact that you had to go straight back to prison after this, that we might go for a drink or something.
I was hoping to actually get hold of some glass while we're still in the same room together, but they won't let me have any.
No, of course not. Of course not. You're a dangerous criminal.
No.
You would stab me with the Eiffel Tower given the chance. You old cat. Right. Well, we'll move on to the next one then, shall we? Because that was quite upsetting.
Let's.
This one's quite a bit heavier. This is a copy of Zuvardis, and look at the clothes on this one.
I thought you'd like that one.
I should probably turn it towards the light.
I thought you'd like that one, yeah.
We've got this beautiful, majestic lion or tiger in robes, and then all these various animals wearing various sort of interesting garb. But right in the middle, we have this man here. Triumphantly standing, holding the feathers of his friends, the birds that stand on his shoulders.
He's the most in danger out of everyone there, and he's not dressed for the occasion. He's wearing these light fabrics. Do you see the horns on that rhino?
Yes, I do. Look at those fearsome horns.
Those horns will rip right through the fabric on that.
They absolutely will. I've seen it happen.
I've made it happen.
Oh, lovely.
Probably my content that you actually watched.
No, I saw it in person. I was in a bar in Bombay, and a man was kicking up a fuss, and so the bartender brought out a rhino and ripped him to shreds. It was thrilling.
Oh yeah, that's what I was inspired by that moment. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Which is why I've made several models of rhinos, but I've replaced all their horns with model Eiffel Towers.
Lovely. That sounds very, very dramatic. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it
would you?
Over a drink sometime.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
When you're finally released from prison. You saucy beast.
That's not going to happen anytime soon.
No, you're a dreadful, dreadful man. All right, we'll move on to the next one. And the next one is also lacking any kind of clothes of any kind. This is actually a picture of a chair in a very leafy green room.
But comment on this though. Come on.
Oh yes. Do your fucking job. There is certainly some absolutely keeping me honest. There is some lovely fabric draped over this chair, which this cat is resolutely not taking advantage of, and instead is sat on the main part of the chair. And someone has left their cup of tea, potentially planning to return, or has gone off to meet an acquaintance for some casual sex. So, Jonas, it's not Jonas, that's not your name at all. Sorry, that's someone in a different universe.
Is that one of the tech team?
That's one of the tech team, absolutely. Hello, Jonas.
Got my eye.
Oh yes, there's two Jonases on either side of the room.
That's crazy.
Grumbly Steve, could you tell me about this one, please?
Well, it's fucking plants, innit?
It's fucking plants, yes, absolutely.
You know, you can actually wear plants.
Oh, really? Tell me how. How
well,
would you wear your plants?
It's quite interesting, basically. If you want to try and commit a brutal act of vandalism in a sort of a forest or park,
right.
I found that
I often do.
I find that one of the best things that you can do to prepare for such a moment is to actually to liberate the plants of their attachment to the earth.
Oh yes. A common way to phrase picking up a plant.
Look, I'm trying to be all artistic and wordsy like you, all right?
Oh,
but if you want me just to say hack him down, I'll say hack him down.
I love it when you're all artistic.
You cut that shit up, you glue it to your body, and now people think you're a plant.
Beautiful.
And then when you do the violent murders and people try and tell the nearby guards and security and police that a plant is doing all this violence, please don't take it seriously. They don't take it seriously.
They don't take it seriously. Police these days, that people can get away with anything. Why I stole a whole television from a Curry's the other week, and they didn't even call me about it. They just let me do it.
Yeah, you get off on that one nice and easy.
Yes.
But when I stab someone with the Eiffel Tower, apparently I'm beyond redemption.
No, it is. It's slightly worse when someone dies. Anyway, we'll move on to the next one, and this is our last one of the day. This is we've got some lovely pictures of dragons here, enjoying the day. Look, they're holding some beautiful. This one's got a candle of some sort and a shish kebab, and this one's just blowing fire for fun. But in the background we have lots of lovely people going about their day. We've got a shop mistress there. We've got a man waving his arm with his beautiful long beard. We've got an adventurer of some sorts travelling through with a little pouch on their waist. And here is someone, a waiter, allowing his dragon to toast a creme brulee for a little witch in a shop. Jonas, could you tell us about? Sorry, I'm talking to the tech team. I'm so used to it. Normally I'm here on my own, crying and hanging and asking Jonas for redemption.
Bloody amateur.
But Grumpy Steve, could you tell me about the sartorial choices on this box?
Well, firstly, I want to comment on something, which is the disparity between this human society and these dragon societies.
Yeah.
The dragons are clearly capable of interacting with tools and food in such a way that they are on an equal par with the humans, and yet they're not entitled to fashion or clothes. What's going on there?
It's a damning indictment of the world.
That's the real crime.
That's
right?
the real crime.
That's the real crime. When I stabbed those 25 poor innocent individuals with the Eiffel Tower, the reason I was doing that is because I was trying to fight for bullshit like this.
You fight for the right for dragons to wear clothes.
For any creature capable of holding a shish kebab candle and frolicking while breathing fire out their mouth, specifically, I was fighting for the right for those creatures to be depicted as equals with clothes on.
What a turnaround.
It also makes me very uncomfortable when I see stuff like this because I'm quite vulnerable.
Well, it sounds like it, and such a noble creature too. I didn't know you had such a noble reason to stab those 30 people. And
27.
Oh, sorry. Yes. The other 3 died of shock. Yes. Sorry, I forgot. Absolutely. Well, I didn't realise you were so noble. Tell you what, I think this is the end of our main segment of the podcast, but I think we do need to end with a brand new appeal to get Grumpy Steve out of prison. For he is not just a cold-hearted killer, but he is also a beautiful human being, a beautiful soul of a man who deserves to be free, who deserves to be released and walk among us. He has paid his penance. He has done his time. And he deserves to walk among us and hold his head high. That's all for us. Oh, good. That's all for us on board game clothing choices, or whatever the podcast was called. We'll be back next week with an entirely different prisoner who, over the course of an hour, I will slowly come to love and respect. Any last words?
Fuck off.
That's right. Last words. You're going to be executed after this. I forgot to tell you. All right. Wow. Woo. We're back. Woo. That was board game fashion review. That was beautiful, wasn't it?
I was genuinely I felt very sort of full of heart at what a joyful and kind soul my alternate was there.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
full of love and joy and patience
He
for the
seemed
world.
like the kind of Jonas I'd want to know. Like I'd want to spend time with.
I think I could learn a lot from him.
Yeah, I think you could too. I think that you're not open and honest enough.
I always ask myself, why don't I smile more? And then I see how it could be in different timelines.
See how it could be, and you just think, oh, I wish I was that.
I wish I was that.
Yeah,
I wish I was that.
Well, I think we should see another one, and from memory, I remember that this next one that we go to is hosted by the Jonas in that world. The Jonas in that world starts the podcast and gets us all set up. Isn't that right?
Voice of God says no more podcasts until you put your toys away.
Is that the name of the podcast?
No.
Or, oh, it's okay. Okay, sorry. Yes.
I don't remember where these came
I
from,
can't see why that was
which
confusing.
means they're going back in the wrong places.
Well, that's
I don't
fine.
know if there's a system.
There is, but don't worry. We'll resolve it afterwards. There you go.
Where's the exit ones are all together there. Excellent. And then you've got a box here of the little games. Lovely. Right.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Yes.
The next Alternative Universe podcast, as hosted by Jonas, is called We Could Be Heroes.
Hi there, gang. Welcome to We Could Be Heroes, another excellent podcast where we're going to talk about acts that were almost beneficial to humanity, but not quite. Sometimes actually inflicting real harm and damage on those loved ones around us. Today, I've brought in a special guest. I've brought in my upstairs neighbor who, rather than me talking about the act of almost good that you did to our nearby community, I'm going to let you talk about that. Everybody, let's welcome Heather Helen. Heather Helen, thanks for joining us on the stream today, Almost Heroes. Could you talk a little bit about the near atrocity that you performed on your community?
The near yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The near atrocity.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I wanted to be a hero. That's right. Me, Heather Helen. I wanted to be a hero.
Yeah.
And I had seen.
So relatable.
I had seen on the news that kids these days, they're eating too much chicken nuggets.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I know, it's awful.
Too many chicken
and
nuggets.
It's killing them. I watched Jamie Oliver. He did a whole thing about it. He told the kids, you know, the chicken nuggets, they're basically full of just all the bones and stuff. And I thought this was wrong. So I wanted to make kids eat better, whether they liked it or not.
Wow, that's such a noble thing.
Thank you. I really thought so.
I can really feel the spirit of what you were trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Not that it turned out that way, as I keep alluding to, but let's keep going on the positive spirit here, okay?
Well, yeah, so it's obviously a good thing to want for kids to be healthy and kids to eat better. But I thought also kids are quite wriggly, you know, they're sort of running about, and probably that's why they eat so many chicken nuggets, is because they're easy to throw into their mouth from a distance, right? And healthy food is often like squidgier or sloppier.
I do think the fact that this year we've really pivoted to representing chicken nuggets more in our media and in our sports. Last week we actually had an Olympic sports planner come on, someone who actually programs the sports for the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
And this year he's actually saying that 17 out of the 52 sports are just chicken nuggets. They're just chicken nuggets.
They're just chicken nuggets.
He didn't say that there was any physical activity or any ranking.
It's not clear how they score them.
No, just chicken nuggets. And yet every country is having to send representatives to take part in the chicken nugget sport. It's crazy. It's wild. I can understand where you're coming from here.
I heard the different countries' Olympic committees, they didn't know whether they were sending a chicken nugget or a person to eat chicken nuggets or to bring the chicken nuggets.
Heather Helen, I would just respond so much to how you're feeling right now. I just want to say that.
Thank you.
It needs to be said.
I think that after the tribunal, I've had so few people say they agree with me. And it's so good to hear that you agree with me before I've said what I've done.
Well,
because I really think it helps me get through this, that you are fully on board with what I did.
Heather Helen, you wouldn't be on my podcast if I wasn't fully behind what you're about to say. Okay?
Absolutely. So
whatever it is.
So, like I said, kids, they're jittery, they run about a bit. That's the first problem you've got to solve with getting them to eat better. So I bought a bunch of leather straps. Right, and
practical, so practical.
Absolutely,
supporting local business as well.
Absolutely, and then I went to the local hardware shop again, like another local shop, and I bought a bunch of big wooden boards, and I attached it to the thing. So
that's so eco as well, you know.
Absolutely,
not plastic, nothing that like contaminates the environment.
Friendly.
Like
absolutely,
that's so good.
And then And then I was like, so the next problem is that even though you get them to stop, they could just close their mouths. How are you gonna deal with that?
Yeah, no, that's such a problem. I'm closing my mouth like all the time.
Yeah. So I thought the best option would be to, like, kids these days, they idolize people, right? They like their animes and their video game characters and their like comic books.
Heather Helen, I just want to pause you for a moment, by the way. Just want to point out that we're sponsored by a really great anime, actually, Peppa Pig. Thank you so much for sponsoring the podcast, Peppa Pig. You can go watch episodes 7 through 9 of Peppa Pig right now on the Discovery Anime channel. Go check that out and make sure to use the reference code, Terrible Things I Did. Thanks for watching. Carry on, Heather Helen.
Peppa
Sorry
Pig
for
is
interrupting.
actually one of the things I used in this. So what I did was I got a bunch of artists. I paid a bunch of artists on Blue Sky.
Oh my God, you're paying artists as well?
I know,
like, that is
absolutely.
just so, like, well-meaning. Do you know what I mean?
I paid
it
them.
almost completely erases what you're about to say.
I paid them to draw me pictures of characters kids think are cool with their mouth wide open.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
have you seen the film A Clockwork Orange?
Well, let's just pretend for a moment I haven't, because we've got a big audience out there, and I don't want to assume.
There's a device that forces the guy's eyes to be open, so he has to watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought kids love movies.
Yeah,
They'll
they
love
do.
it.
They do.
So I was going to put that on their face.
Yeah.
And then they were just going to have to watch a bunch of images of their heroes with their mouth open, and they would put their mouth open too. And then we can pour the good food in, right?
Yeah. No, this
Obvious.
makes. I think this is a very. I can see the pipeline. I can see how you would go from one idea to the next, to the next, to the next.
Anyone would do this. Anyone would do this, right? Where I slipped up, I think, is that the net I used to catch the kids at the play park was a bit spiky, and they found it a bit uncomfortable. I think if I'd use a nice soft one, they would be fine.
It's so hard though, right? Because when you're trying to shop, like, you know, economic, and when you're trying to be like green and bio, like, sometimes it's really hard to find something that just ticks all the boxes.
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely. And so yeah, I have been in prison for about 8 years now for child trafficking. That's what they called it. But I was just trying to make them eat better, and now I'm on loan to this podcast for the day. In a scheme that I fully agree with. I think it really makes podcasts better that there's a lot more convicts on them.
I'm so happy you say that, Heather Helen, because we've had some guests on here. I don't want to name them, Grumpy Steve, but we've had some guests who really struggle to understand the benefits that it has for us to speak to incarcerated individuals. This is a chance for you to redeem yourself. It's a chance for you to show your part of the story. And it's a chance for us to understand that when people are trying to do good out there, the law doesn't differentiate between the good you were trying to achieve and the unmitigated harm and disaster that you ended up actually having on your community.
And this is why I think that libertarianism is the only sensible form of government. I think that we should all be self-regulating, and I think that basically there should be no regulations. I think that there should be no police. I think that you should have to pay the fire department to come and put out your house when it's on fire, because I think that's the only way that society can progress. If no one works together, everyone's at their best.
That's all we've got time for here at Almost Heroes. Thank you for joining us so much. It's been really great to hear from you. Next week, we're going to be hearing from an individual who didn't realize that their gun was loaded with real bullets. More on that next week. Thanks for tuning in. I've been Theodore, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!
Bye. I'm sorry about that one.
It's not easy. It's not easy coming
easy.
up with the horrible things you've done to humanity.
No, you really started me off with a very interesting prompt. Oh dear. All right. Well, I think we probably have time before we have our brief break to drop in on one more universe. So yeah, let's. God, can you send us to one more universe?
Are we going to agree on a host for this universe again, or
Would you like to host it? Or
I'll host it.
all right. So
2 and 2.
So yeah, okay, let's do 2 and 2, and then we'll because we're going to do another round
We'll
of
do
this
more of
after
these,
our
yeah.
break. So yeah. All right.
Okay, this podcast is called "The Price Changes in a Supermarket Between Specific Thursdays."
I'm trying to think of who my character is. Right. All right, hello everyone. It's another week of The Price Have Changed at my local supermarket on Thursdays. I am Price's Peter, and today I have brought in yet another completely random and unprepared shopper from my local supermarket. Could you just tell me your name, please?
Hello, I'm Jeremy. You said I was going to get. You said I was going to get a free box of Cocoa Pops. Is that coming?
Hello, Jeremy. Nice to meet you. Jeremy, we need to talk
Cocoa
about
Pops?
the. I have the microphone, Jeremy. So if you could,
okay.
when you have the microphone, you can talk.
Okay.
Otherwise, the audience can't hear you. The audience can't hear you without the microphone.
Yes,
Jeremy.
fair enough. Fair enough.
We'll cut that out in post anyway. So
Okay.
today we're going to be talking
Is
about
that a camera?
the latest. Yes, it is. Yes.
What's happening?
I'll explain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've been in weirder places.
Just be
I've
patient.
been to a sex club in Germany. Anyway, carry on.
Oh.
It was lovely. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
What's the address? Sorry. Today we're going to be talking about a particular price change that's happened in my local supermarket between last Thursday and this Thursday. Jeremy, was it?
Yeah. Yes.
Jeremy, firstly, I'd just like to ask you: do you come shopping at this shop regularly?
Oh yes, absolutely. I come at least once a week because my dreadful wife, she's always nagging, and she wants me to get her more Cocoa Pops. And I really thought I was in with a trick this time because the Cocoa Pops would be free, and that would really stick one to her because she wants me to spend my money. She says I have too much, and I gallivant off to sex clubs in Germany. But this time, I'll be saving the money. I'll be saving the money when I win those Cocoa Pops.
Yes, the Cocoa Pops. Well, what I want to talk about today, Jeremy, is what do you see the packet of cookies I put on the table just there?
I do, yes.
I want to ask you: do you know how much those cookies cost?
Yes, they cost £30.
£30? Is that really what you think they cost?
I think so. After Liz Truss, that's enough. That's satire for you.
Well, Jeremy, I'm about to blow your mind.
Oh.
Those cookies cost £30 if you bought them 3 Thursdays ago.
Oh my God, am I so out of touch?
2 Thursdays ago, £49.
£49.
Last Thursday, £63.
£63.
And today, based on that inflation, based on that price increase, can you make a guess as to how much those pack Maryland cookies, how much they cost?
Is this a
today,
maths game, is it?
Today.
On the fly inflation calculator.
Today, can you make a guess on how much they cost?
Something like £90.
I'm going to upset you deeply here.
Oh yes, I already am upset.
They're still £63. So they're the same as last week.
Oh, we dealt with
They're
inflation,
the same as
did
last
we?
week. Well,
Magnificent.
no,
The
it's
war
just
is
that-
finally over.
It's just that I think they changed the prices actually at sort of 4 p.m. and it's currently 2:30 at time of recording.
Oh, I see.
I was a bit hasty to record today's episode, but the point being is, think about how much it's grown in the last 3 weeks.
Do you think if you can tackle the fellow who puts the new price tags on before he manages to get to the cookies, that you can prevent them from ever going up in price?
I have been trying to do that. I spent 2 years doing that actually.
Oh yes.
And what I found was that while that would certainly hint at the price increase for maybe a few customers shopping around the store behind me, it would rarely affect my ability to buy the product, because they would swiftly put me into a holding cell and ask me to leave the store once it had closed.
Oh, I see. But they keep letting you back in, do they?
Well, letting is a kind way of putting it. So I'm not giving you the microphone
because we're in a back room at said supermarket, aren't we? We're in you brought me into a room on the side of the supermarket which didn't have any signs on the door or anything, and I assumed it was like a staff room that the company was using to give out gifts, but there seems to be no working lights in here.
Audiences, as you well know from listening, but obviously our guests don't know. Just a reminder that we do record this in the disabled toilet. I have removed all the signage though.
Oh, well.
And broke the lights.
It sucks for the disabled then, I guess, but bully for me for getting my Cocoa Pops.
Well, let's face it, they can't. They can barely afford anything in this store lately because the prices keep changing. From Thursday to Thursday. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel normal, I think. It makes me feel like it's just a normal, average thing that happens in the world. And I'm quite comfortable with it. I got comfortable with it as a child because I would go into shops with my 30 pence pocket money and I would try to buy a Freddo and they would say, it's no longer 30 pence. It hasn't been for decades. And I would go, oh my gosh, how has this happened? I'm only 12.
Now you have to take out a mortgage if you want a Freddo, isn't that right?
I have. I definitely have.
How much money do you owe for Freddos?
Oh, I owe millions and millions of pounds on Freddos. I just can't get enough of them. It's the only way I can... It's the only joy I have in my life and the only escape I have in my life away from my dreadful wife other than German sex clubs.
Well, that's really fascinating. I'm going to do something now that's quite unusual. Jeremy, if you could just stay here in this room... I'm just going to pack up all my equipment and I'm going to leave.
Do I get my Cocoa Pops now?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, I'll wait.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Thank you for Jeremy for providing excellent insights on your shopping habits here at the local supermarket, specifically on Thursdays. Good luck paying back your Freddo mortgage. You don't get... No, we're done. We're done.
Fair enough. Content.
Was that content, everyone?
That was...
Did we do good content?
Right, we've got time for one quick one, apparently. So we need to just quickly get into there. I'll host it.
Yeah.
We'll just fucking go.
It's gonna be the best. This is gonna be the best one.
Are you ready?
No. Do we have the prompt? Give me the prompt. Don't transfer to a new universe yet.
Sorry.
The prompt is 99% inaudible.
Smashing! Well, there we go. That was the first half. That was the first half. That was the first half of Enter the Podverse. We're going to take a short 15-minute break from that. Oh, you still in that universe? We haven't brought you back.
Betrayed me. Yeah.
It's Grumbly Steve, hanging out in the 99% inaudible. Thank you for cheering us on that chaotic experience. We're gonna do some more. Oh yeah, I should hydrate. We're gonna do some more. Enter the Podverse in about 15 minutes. But before then, we have a bunch of other things. It's not. Okay, it's cool. So. Incredible, innovative, nonsense, inspiring. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to do some rewards because a bunch of you have been doing some lovely rewards. But actually, before that, I should probably run you through our schedule. Okay.
I went to go.
Oh, actually, before you, Maddie, can you show off your T-shirt? So,
Just showing off my ass.
Maddie's been. Do you want to? Yeah. Come sit down. So Maddie has made some T-shirts. You might have to stand up a bit, I'm afraid.
Only a little bit.
There you go. Maddie has made some bespoke
Don't
T-shirts
pester me,
for the stream. This is her "Don't Pester Me Boy" T-shirt. Admire the fashion choice. Don't pester me, boy.
Leg workout. Good for later.
Yeah, getting ready for your yoga section. Right, thank you very much.
Bye.
So we've got a bunch more stuff left. We've got some more Enter the Podverse in a little bit. Then Vic will be joining us at 7. We've got the Superfan quiz at 9. Draw Me Like Your French Ghouls with His Cursedness at 10. We've got Make Me a Deal, selling various tat at 11. At midnight, we're joined by DJ Nerd for some optional-based narrative fiction. And at 2 a.m, we have Art Attack, a returning favourite. And then in the second half, Luke joins us for some tarot at 3. We've got some yoga at 4 with Maddie returning, doing some of those bends. And we're doing an exorcism with Hugs Nerf at 5. We've got at 6 we've got Claydate with Maddie. Thank you very much. There she is again. And at 7 we've got Breakfast. At 8 we've got Tears streaming down your face with Sylvie the Bunny. That's going to be another tier list thing. At 10 we've got Board Game Business Boys. At 11 we've got Making Jamie Talk About Anime with Aurelius. And then we've got Laura's Mouth Tour at midday tomorrow. So stick around for that. Well, maybe not stick. You don't have to stick around. You can just come back for that. But we'd like you to stick around. And then at 1 tomorrow we have Get Bonkers with Beth. And we also have a bunch of rewards and milestones. Our current milestone is for £1,000 for us to do a cooking stream together. At £2,000 we'll be doing a short RPG series, and our last year's our last year's finishing amount, £3,011.69. We'll be picking a random game out of a set of bad games that we have to stream to completion. We also have some normal incentives. We have a spin the wheel, which we'll be doing a bit in a minute. We'll have professional voiceover that you can spend £50 for, where Jonas will do a professional voiceover for you. And at £100, I will do you a postcard drawing, and I'll put more effort into it than I put into the drawings I did for Jonas earlier. So Jonas, we actually have a postcard drawing as one of our awards. What are they asking? Jamie and Jonas's cats.
Jamie and Jonas's cats from Koto 524.
So tell you what, I'm going to draw this, and then you are going to tell us about the charity that we are fundraising for. How's that sound?
I see. Okay. Well, everyone, hello. My name is Jonas. We are raising money for a charity called Safe in Our World. If you're not aware of the charity, that might be because you're sort of outside the games industry. But what Safe in Our World do is they promote good mental health well-being and mental health support and practice for individuals, like both working in the games industry but also content creators and people that just play video games, often using our relationship with video games to kind of support those conversations, thinking about your mental health maybe as a health bar, or how many hearts you've got left and that sort of thing. In particular, they've done a number of great things recently. This year they've run 2 fundraisers. Quite recently, actually. One of them was a Safe in Our World game jam that ran for like 3 to 4 months. Normally a game jam is something where you try and make a game in the space of like a weekend or 2 days or maybe 5 days. Their game jam ran for several months with the idea that, it's really like kind of a commentary on the crunch culture of games, like really trying to push against the idea that products have to be made in a short amount of time and that progress has to be made in a short amount of time, and instead allowing participants to take their time with a project and work towards something in their own time and under kind of safer limitations and safer working environments. So just really kind of encouraging better practices with creative projects, not doing things under pressure. Another recent thing that they've done is they've just done, I've forgotten the exact name of it, but it was a fundraiser where you play they released a D&D one shot, their own D&D one shot. That was set in like a sort of a spooky arcade with some rather sort of wholesome elements to it. I think that fundraiser has either just recently ended or might still be going, actually. If you go to their website, you will absolutely find out more information about all of their fundraisers. They, in particular, like Safe in Our World is one of the first charities that I ever encountered when I came into the games industry. I attended an event and they were there sort of handing out pins and badges and things like that. I actually have a pin of theirs somewhere that was, I think it's on the table. I'll find it later. But by being one of the first charities that I ever sort of got to meet and talk to when I entered the games industry, it really set an expectation. It kind of like normalized for me the idea that mental health is being talked about in the games industry and that people are trying to solve this problem. I, for one, find it absolutely criminal that people make games and work on video games and they have honestly some of the worst moments of their life in this industry. Never mind sort of the rampant just mismanagement and abuse of staff and individuals for their personalities and their individualities. Not even taking all that into account, just the very creative, the very stress of the kind of creative workload that games are, the financial risk that games kind of undertake when they are potentially able to make so much money. There are lots of companies that really mismanage that and just abuse their staff as a resource. Not nice. And while Safe in Our World can't necessarily go into studios and solve those problems, that's definitely a bigger problem in the games industry. What they can do is really help individuals understand where they are mentally when that is happening, in particular with things, talking about mental health. So just depression, or if you're feeling like you're not able to cope with a situation and you're needing help with that and you need to talk to someone about that, as well as the symptoms of things well known like burnout and imposter syndrome. I'm really struggling to ad-lib about this again and again and again. You've got a drawing.
Yeah, I was going to start talking when you finished, but you just carried on, so that's fine. I accidentally ended up making them cat men instead of just cats, but and I think I think Jonas comes out looking okay, and I think I come out looking like I might be dead, but that's fine. So where's my phone?
This is your reward. You earned this. What are you looking for?
My phone. Oh yeah.
Right. You earned this, everyone.
So if we can go into Droid Cam and I can show you what I've done for you.
Droid.
Thank you very much for the money. And I think that this is my attempt. I felt a bit under pressure, but I think Jonas at least came out okay. Are we able to go to Droid Cam? Sorry.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
So this is the drawing. That's my Jonas.
Jamie,
and that's me, which I think looks a bit insane.
Hold that steady, right? Yeah. And now let's try and mimic that. Oh, we're on the wrong side, aren't we? Do you know what I mean?
No. Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I was just trying to think I could just look dead into the camera with my hair down, and I'm like,
there we go, beautiful. How does it actually resemble you both? I'm very sorry. I did my best.
I've still got the sheriff badge.
Sorry, I've come away from Droid Cam. Anyway, I will. If I get time later, I'll do another attempt at it.
Now, Red Rouge, is that a comment of like, wow, it resembles you both? How did he do that? Or is it like a completely angry statement of, Jamie, how the fuck does that actually resemble you both? It doesn't. You fucking idiot.
I think it's a bit of both.
I need a vibe check. Yeah.
Okay. So that's that one done. We've got we've got 4 wheel spins. We've got
four wheel spins. One from Mivy. Thank you very much, Mivy. I think it's your wheel spin.
Okay, all right.
I think I treated myself to prospector time.
Oh, cowboy time. Yeah. Okay, all right. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's a new one.
Oh,
it's a new one. It's a treat. Oh,
it's a new treat.
Sorry, I'm standing.
How very out of character for you, James.
It's a treat. What am I going to get? It is silly hats.
Silly hats?
Yeah.
No way. Now, do you just get a silly hat, or do we both get silly hats?
I think it's just me. I think it's my reward.
You get a silly hat. All right, you get a silly hat.
Pass me my silly hat.
Here I am with my dumb bare head, my stupid fucking bare head.
I'm having such a wonderful time.
Such a disgusting bare head I have.
Look at my hat.
Right. That's Mivy's gift to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Mivy.
you should be thankful. All right. We've got 3 spins next.
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right. So spin number 1. Come on, treat. It's a new treat.
A brand new treat.
It's a brand new treat. Yes.
What have you got?
It's a brand new treat for Jonas. Brand new treat says.
What does it say?
Yodel time.
Yodel time.
So I just get to yodel.
You get to yodel. Yeah, it's yodel time. Yeah. It's an exaltation. This is you letting it out.
All right. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Yodelay.
Beautiful. Well done. Well done. That really was a yodel time.
I had a yodel time. It's you next.
I like how so many of these rewards you said, no, it's my reward, it's just for me. But cowboy time, you're both so excited, you just do it immediately. Yeah. All right, my spin. What do I get? I get a brand new trick.
It was
This
close. It was
is-
close.
Actor impression.
So for this, you're going to have to do an impression of an actor.
Okay.
Now, question is, who's going to choose the actor?
Well, I think it's probably you.
It's probably me.
Yeah.
It's probably me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do an impression,
The
please?
answer is no.
Can you do an impression for me of Sylvester Stallone?
Sylvester Stallone is like, whoa,
He's Rocky, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Or Rambo, or both.
I'm Rocky. I'm Rocky. I gotta go punch in the ring. I gotta run up the stairs. I'm Rocky. I thought that was quite good.
I was going to see how long you just go on for. Yeah, thank you for your impression of Sylvester Stallone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Third one now.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. What do we got?
A brand new
It's
trick.
a trick. It's a bad one. What does that say? It says. Oh no,
What
Jamie.
does it say? What does it say?
Oh.
What does it say? I didn't see it.
It says liquor cartridge.
Lick a switch cartridge. Yeah. So you get. I think I should get to pick the game.
Well, I've brought some games.
Yeah.
So can you pick from my selection?
There's also a set of games over there.
I brought some.
Is there separate licking selection?
Oh, okay. So you lick yours and I'll lick mine.
Exactly.
Oh, I'll lick
You
Maddie's
don't lick my games. I lick my games.
Okay, cool.
And yes, as
Okay, show me what you got and I'll get to pick.
Okay, but Jamie, when I lick the game, I don't want you to think about the game. I want you to think about the character that I'm going to be licking.
Okay.
I want you to imagine
okay.
that this is a character. Now, I could be licking Mario from Mario Odyssey. I could be licking anime girls from Kill la Kill.
Okay.
I won't bother explaining further. I could be licking Kirby from Kirby's Dream Land, or Forbidden Land. And then I could be licking Wario from WarioWare.
Lovely.
Get It Together. Or I could be licking Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Okay.
So which thing should I lick, Jamie?
So for those of you who don't know, I imagine most people do, but for those of you who don't know, these are specifically taste horrible so that kids don't eat them. Which is why this is in the trick. It's not just licking a bit of plastic. So I think, Jonas, you are going to lick the Eevee. I think you're gonna give this Eevee a good old lick. Right in the front. Yeah. You ready? Prepare that tongue. Oh,
Okay.
hold on. Actually, I can droid cam really close.
I've never licked a Switch cartridge
If you swap
before.
us to droid cam, Laura, I'm gonna get us all in close.
So I lick where the metal is, right?
I don't know. I think lick it all over and find out.
Tech Team Mary. Tech Team Mary, was it the metal bit that's meant to taste bad?
Lick the plastic.
All of
really.
it?
Lick all of it. You got to
don't-
give it.
I don't
Lick
wanna-
both sides so we know what it is. So we know what side it is.
Oh. Yeah. Oh god, the plastic does taste bad. Oh. Yeah.
All right. I think you've achieved
Oh.
it. I think you've done your job.
Ah.
Right.
Oh. Ah. Why did they do that? Oh, I'm gonna.
Wow. Do we think that's better or worse than the toxic wastes?
Let me have a toxic waste later, and I'll tell you. Okay. Well,
Okay.
I did not lick the metal. I licked the plastic. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to put my phone down now that we've droid cameraed. So, that was
the third roll on
for-
that one.
for
Thank you, Red Rouge.
Thank you very much. And now we have a professional voiceover
Oh,
moment.
what crazy!
We have one from Ray of Swords. So Jonas, I will sit back and remember you can use this for commercial purposes. You can use this for whatever you like. You can play it out of the speakers in your dentist's office. That's absolutely fine. Right, silence on set for Jonas's performance.
Now, I don't have an energy, but I do have the words to say. So I'm going to imagine that Ray wants something quite powerful, but also a bit sultry, a bit from the throat. You know, quite intimate, but also quite powerful. So therefore, we're going to say Ray of Swords is so very cool and sexy.
There you go. There's your voiceover recording. Lovely. So you can use that wherever. You can use that on your audio business card if you like. There we go.
Studio quality as well, I think you'll find.
Studio quality.
Definitely studio quality.
Definitely studio
Because this is
quality.
clearly such a soundproofed room, and we're
Absolutely.
definitely using, £2,000 studio condenser Hollywood microphones.
These microphones are nice and cheap.
we're gonna get those behind the scenes videos where it's me in the booth with the script.
Right, we are going to do a second half of Enter the Podverse. But before we do that, reminder that you can donate at the link down there. I'm just
Where are
pointing
you
at Jonas's
pointing?
penis.
Where are you pointing?
I'm pointing at I'm pointing down here. Oh, down here. The link is in the chat down there. You can also scan the QR code. And if you put rewards into your cart, we can see the rewards on our little tablet, and we can do them for you. And we have had a couple of other donations that didn't choose rewards. We had here Rin Call of Dice donated £10, so thank you very much. But yes, if you want a reward, please post it. I've messed around with it quite a lot now. I don't know. I think
We've moved the reward fulfillment below the donations.
shit. And now
Stop it.
Now I've fucked it again.
Stop
There
it.
we are.
Jamie.
Piss. There we go. It's all sorted. Okay. So you can if you put a reward into your cart, we can do it. I've been told the hat's blocking my face, so I'll take it off for a bit, and then it can come back. Another one can come back when we have another silly hats or something.
You earned that hat.
I did, and I got my use out of it. It's been good. Cool. Okay. We've got one more spin the wheel, but actually, I think what we'll do is, if you don't mind, I'm going to quickly pop to the loo, and then we'll do Enter the Podverse, and we'll do your spin the wheel when we come back. When we finish Enter the Podverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, sound good?
I'm up for that.
Cool. Can I have my microphone off, please, Laura?
I think you should take your microphone with you.
Unfortunately, the cable isn't long enough.
All right, it won't follow me all the way. All right, am I riffing?
Yes, you're riffing for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Oh, hello everyone. It's me, Jonas. I'm sat here. I'm going to take a moment to thank the lovely behind the scenes crew who are supporting us today. From left to right, we have. We've got Laura over there, the voice of God. Thank you, Laura, for all your hard work managing all the scenes, all the visuals on screen. You're doing a really great job, and you're juggling a lot, and you're just wonderful. And then we've got hello, Mary. Mary's back there. Mary's doing all the social media posts and finding moments of these streams to immortalize onto websites that I will forever be shamed and embarrassed by. But hey, it's good promotion for what we're trying to do here, which is a good cause. And then next is Maddie. Maddie is like our queen of content and props, like bringing us things that we can wear and touch and do and eat and snack on, and generally being our producer as well, managing a lot of our meetings and a lot of our in-between admin. So before that we went live today, making sure that we had everything according to plan and all the spreadsheets filled in. And then we've got Fairy over there. Hello, Fairy. A lot of you will be have seen Fairy on various streams. Namely the Hitman stream is the one that comes to mind, because the clip has you next to Jamie and all of those, and Ferry is keeping us alive. Largely you're managing these cameras and you're managing some of the props, and you made this wheel, and you're king of all things physical, including some food later. Yum 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 yum.
Right, do you want to put this over there?
Yes.
And then we'll start entering some podverses.
And have we got more podverses? Surely we've explored every podverse.
No, absolutely.
Surely the universe can't. The multiverse can't contain more content.
I think you'll find there's an infinite number of podverses, and we could just drop into podverses at any time we like. Welcome back to Enter the Podverse, where we travel the infinite podverse and we find alternate versions of ourselves who have chosen to continue podcasting about their special interests. So far we've had a board game fashion review, we've had someone interviewing someone who kidnapped children, we've had someone who was being kidnapped to be asked about shop prices.
What was the first ever one?
I'm trying to remember. What was the first one? There's zombie survival guide, but for zombies.
Yes.
Let's head into our first one of this second segment. Voice of God. Where are we headed?
Your alternative universe podcast is Win the Sims.
Win the Sims. All right. Hello, I am Sims Guru Tim, and I am here with Sims Guru Jim. And we are the Sims guruist gurus there ever was in the land.
Yes.
And we're here to tell you how to win the Sims. That's right, every week we're back with another tip on winning the Simmings.
Yes. Today's a very special episode, 700. We've given you 699 different tips on how you can win the Sims. Some of my favourite have included rebinding the menu key to the letter L so that you don't get carpal syndrome quite so readily.
Absolutely. L is a nice, accessible key for your little fragile fingers.
And it doesn't conflict with the 100 other hotkey rebindings that we've told you about in the past.
Yes. I always like rebinding left click to the space bar. It's just more efficient that way.
Yes. And we also came up with some really wonderful tips about how to build your characters. In particular, Jamie, you came up with a really great one. Why don't you share it?
Absolutely. Well, yes. If you want to win, you don't want an interesting character or a fun character to play. You want an efficient character.
Absolutely.
And that can mean many things. That can mean good at earning money. That can mean good at making friends. But in my opinion, the best way to be efficient is to have an aerodynamic Sims character. Make them incredibly pointy, like a really long cone off the top of their head. Because then all of the other Sims, say there's like a plate of food placed out at a party, all the other Sims will be trundling over with all their wind resistance preventing them from getting there, and your Sim will be zoom straight to the plate.
For context, for those of you that don't know, we've actually had a really wonderful chance to interview some of the developers over at Sims and some of their character design models, and we actually learned that they did program air resistance into the game. There is actually a lot more air resistance than you realise which is going on, which is why if your PC does seem to chug a bit to approximately 2 frames per second when anything moves through the air, it's because the air resistance is being calculated in real time.
Anything from a vehicle driving down the street in some of the older Sims games, all the way up to right in the new games, they've got it as low as a simple finger moving through the air. The wind resistance is fully calculated. Some of it is done on your computer, and some of it is done on 300 GPUs in Bangladesh.
Do you remember they brought out that wonderful Sim City?
I do remember SimCity. Yes,
There was
I used to live there.
yeah,
Yes,
it's the only way that we've become experts, right?
absolutely.
But the air resistance simulation, that game was so real that if a butterfly did indeed flap its wings on one end of the map, you'd have a natural disaster tornado in your city.
And in real life, because the amount of power used caused a significant amount of climate change,
Yes.
which destroyed a small town on the south coast of Florida.
Yes, and I'm so sorry to hear about your sister.
Yes.
on that
Well, you know,
subject.
she had a good run. She was 26. She's past her prime.
So today's 700 Sims. 700th tip for the Sims. 700th tip for the Sims.
I was
today.
going to say Sims Guru Jim. I actually have a confession to make. After 700 episodes, I think it's time for me to finally admit. But I've never played The Sims. I don't even know what The Sims is. I answered a job advert in the Times to be the co-host on this podcast, and I just took it. I lied on my CV, and I took the job, and I've been winging it ever since.
Can we pause the recording?
Yes, of course, yes.
What? You haven't played The Sims?
No, never. I don't even know what a sim is.
Fuck. This makes so much sense. You were being so relatable in every single episode that we recorded. Like you were really connecting with an audience that didn't know how to win The Sims. And I felt like I was carrying a lot of the content. And it just makes a lot of sense now. It just makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
Every time I said boot up The Sims, you would talk about loading a cassette player. Like you would give instructions.
Is that not how you do it? Is it not one of the big giant cassettes that you have to slide into the machine?
Have you even heard of EA Origins?
EA what's an Origins?
We have a lot to unpack, but we have to finish the episode. We'll edit that out in post.
Yes, sure. Look, I only mentioning it to you because it's been so long, and I thought I was bedded in, so you probably wouldn't fire me. If you're happy to keep going, I'm happy to keep going.
No, I've got something.
Oh, all right. Well, carry on.
I think I know what we can do.
Okay.
Well, it's actually been quite an interesting project, this one, because what that means is today we're going to take all 699 Sims tips that we've ever given our audiences, and we're going to see if they've turned you into someone who can win at The Sims.
You mean I'm going to be a sim?
You're going to play The Sims.
I'm going to play The Sims?
Right now, yes, on this device here, right here. The Sims is booted up. And I want you to think about all 699 episodes that we've ever said about this of this topic.
What the fuck is this thing? I've never seen one of these before.
It's a R26 ROG Ally from Samsung.
Oh, our sponsor of this episode.
Samsung, thank you for our R06 493 ROG Ally TRX edition OLED screens.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
right.
you play.
Well, there we go.
We did it.
That was how to win at The Sims.
We nailed it.
We absolutely nailed it. What a universe, eh? Where someone can get that far ahead in an industry without ever having any experience.
Who?
Luckily, that's not the way it is in this life.
Yeah.
Also,
right.
Yeah, I saw they pointed out in chat. Yeah, the alternate universe Jamies are not nice people.
Well, when you were, I think you were quite nice when you were just shopping.
That's true. He was quite
when
nice.
You were just trying to get some free Cocoa Pops.
He hated his wife, and he tried to save money on Cocoa Pops so that he could go to sex clubs in
you
Germany.
went to German sex clubs
Yeah.
while married. And it's implied that you weren't doing that as a couple.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Maybe.
I don't know his relationship.
I'm the only good Jamie.
Me looking over at to see if there's any discrepancies there from the tech team, but no, they don't seem to disagree with that.
They're happy with me to be the only good kind of shopping. Jamie seemed kind of ableist. No, Jonas was the one. Alternate universe Jonas was the one who was ableist about the disabled toilet.
I don't know if that's how the audience read it. That's how the audience read it. So yeah. So that's how we take that one. Never mind the
I
fact
think Jonas
that
said
never
that.
mind the fact
Yeah.
that I literally put the disabled toilets in a Tesco's out of complete use for the sake of me recording a secret podcast about Thursday prices.
I think that we are the best versions of us. Unless we find another version of the podcast that's actually pristine.
Could
Right,
there be a
something like that.
podcast out there that we actually exceed ourselves?
Maybe.
That's
We'll see.
if we do find that podcast. I never want to leave that world though. I want to stay there. I don't want to revert back to this.
Well, maybe we shouldn't find that then.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
Can we? What?
Are we gonna get another stream?
Oh, I see. Okay, I did say that. Fair enough. Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't say that. Alternate universe. Jamie said that. Sorry, we've just been given a brilliant message. Is this all right for me to read some of it out loud? Do you think?
I think reading out verbatim is fine.
Okay, so Laura's sister sent a video of her daughter watching this stream and saying, "Daddy."
But
yes,
what I
Daddy.
what I want to understand. So one, this daughter is less than a year old.
Yep.
Context. Two, is she seeing one of us?
Yeah,
And saying,
I guess so.
Daddy,
He's calling you the daddy.
Daddy,
Daddy. Apparently so. Well, I think that we should not.
Hello, daughter.
I-
It's me,
I think that we should
Daddy.
give the little one more content, and we should give ourselves another podcast to do. Should we go into a new podcast universe?
I'm stealing a man's daughter from him through the screen.
Oh, DJ's pointed out that maybe the Hulk is daddy.
Daddy,
Daddy.
I have an update. She's been replying back to you saying, "Daddy."
Hello. Oh no.
Hello, baby.
Oh no.
Hello. All right, let's go to another universe.
It's too real.
It's too real, Roy.
It's too real, Roy. It's too real. Another podcast.
Yeah.
Another podcast to get us out this mess.
Yes. This alternative dimension podcast is called "Coming to Terms with Your Best Friend Not Loving Anime."
Coming to terms with your best friend not loving anime. All right. I guess you're the host for this one.
So Jamie,
Yes.
for the Bunyip Awards this year, I made you watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I don't know. I just thought that, like, it was interesting. It was cool and all, but I really couldn't get on board with the fact that they weren't real people. Like, I want real people in all my media, and just cartoons don't do it for me.
Yeah, but the other TV shows you watch aren't real people. So,
Like what?
well, they're like fictional characters. Like,
No, well, they're real people in the screen. Like, there's men and women there. They're just,
Yeah, but okay. Well, what about video games? Like, you like the video game characters, don't you? Like, you like.
Yeah, they're real people too. Yeah,
So why aren't these characters real if the video game characters?
because
are
they're
real?
like cartoons. They're like drawn. When it's in a video game, you're hooking up to a camera on some guy's head in, the middle of nowhere in America or somewhere, and then you're going around and you're, like, doing a shooter game, right?
Can you? What if you could just imagine though that the characters in Cyberpunk Edge Runners were real?
I can't. I'm sorry, but that's a bridge too far. They're cartoons. They're for children and psychopaths, and I cannot get on board with
I
it.
love you. It's fine. Well, okay. Pushing past that, like, there was lots of cool like music and like the story was there, like, the whole drama and the kind of the griminess of being in Cyberpunk. Like, you played the game, right?
Yeah,
So
I
that
did,
was
yeah.
the real version.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
just think about the fact that these characters are in that world, that Night City world. That was cool, right?
I just think that you mentioned the music. I just think that, like, normally music's fine. I'm okay with music. I don't mind it being there. But when it's paired with cartoons, it just fills me with like an unending rage. And I just don't I just don't think it's safe for my pets.
Jamie, it's okay. Do you understand why do you understand why it's a good show or at all? Like, do you?
No, not at all. No, I mean, I honestly, it makes me think less of you. And look, we have a deep bond because of that terrible thing we did in our past. So I'm not going to drop you as a friend, but really, it's making me start to think that I should consider that.
Okay, but what about Odd Taxi? Odd Taxi, that was good. You liked the mystery in that one, didn't you?
No. I mean, I thought that again, it's the cartoon thing, but also like, taxis are I think the scum of the earth, and I genuinely I think that the fact that they appear in animes so much is just another black mark against them.
What about the you told me you liked the rapping hedgehog.
The rapping hedgehog?
Yeah, the rapping hedgehog.
No, I was talking about the actual rapping hedgehog I saw on the street. It was amazing. Like, it just started busting a rhyme and people stopped. There were cars stopping in the road, traffic backed up for miles, and then people would get out of their traffic to see what was going on, and they would walk up and they would see this little hedgehog rapping. It was amazing. It was so good. You should have been there. I mean, I did call you, but you were busy watching some children's cartoon.
What's your nomination for this year?
What's my nomination for this year?
Yeah.
My nomination for this year is I'm nominating The Simpsons.
Oh, Simpsons is great.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I love The Simpsons. Oh
Yeah.
my god, yes. No, I'm so glad that we can finally agree that you like an anime.
Oh, they're not real.
Yeah, no, you like an anime. You like Simpsons. Back in the real world.
Back in the real world. Wow. It's amazing that even in like an alternate universe like that, where they have so many diverging like interests, that they can still stay together. That's the power of our friendship across universes.
It's amazing. I honestly, Jamie, I feel like we didn't actually go to another dimension. We just went to a conversation that you and I definitely had verbatim a year and a half ago. That's what it felt like to me. Like I was back there.
I mean, I do not understand cartoons, and I do think that like, how do you make, like, that's a drawing, right? That's a drawing. How do you make them move? It doesn't make any sense, right? It's just still images.
Like this. Yeah,
but like in your animes, they do all crazy stuff. They punch and things, and I just don't think that's safe.
Punch! It's that simple.
I'm coming around.
You yell the action.
I'm gonna watch
move the paper.
Some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one, buddy. We got him to like anime. End the fucking stream. That was it.
I hope
that's the only reason I brought you all here, was to get him into anime.
I hope in the Making Jamie Talk About Anime segment that the view of my knowledge of anime is so low that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is one of them, and I have to guess if that's a real anime.
Like I don't know. I can't wait.
Okay.
We
yeah, absolutely.
Truth comes out. Jamie's objection to anime is purely Luddite in nature.
You're going to be ridiculously tired by then. You're going to hate anime. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, should we do? We've got time for another couple of universes. God, where can we go to next?
In the next universe, you're doing a podcast called The Science of Love.
The Science of Love. Hello, I am Dr. Barrick Smoothman, and I am a physicist. And this is my good friend, Dr. Remind them what your name is, Doctor.
Yes, of course. I'm Dr. Heartthrob.
Dr. Heartthrob.
Dr. Heartthrob. Yes.
Dr. Heartthrob, yes.
Dr. Heart thrombosis. Sorry, I ran out of breath.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course. Yeah, Dr. Heart thrombosis.
Heart
How could I
thrombosis.
forgot?
Yes.
And you're a doctor of what?
Love, my dear boy.
Doctor of Love. Absolutely, yes. And you came up with a brand new a brand new paper that says that that love is actually stored in the pancreas, and we've been believing it to be in the heart for so long, but actually it's not matters of the heart, it's a matter of the pancreas. Could you tell us more about that?
Yes, well, it's quite a simple relationship to draw, really. You see, the pancreas is responsible for handling the processing of carbohydrates. Now, we scientists, where we say carbohydrates, but layman's terms, sweet food.
Yeah.
So, if you have to imagine now the word sweet, we often use this as an allegory for things that are lovely or romantic. Yes, you see? You see the relationship?
Yes,
pancreas,
absolutely, yes.
sweet, lovely.
Fascinating.
We've studied particular individuals in the world, specifically individuals who are unable to process these sugars in a natural way. You might call them diabetics.
Yes.
I call them evil bastards because they don't feel love.
Yes,
And it's the fact that they are unable to process sweet things that makes them so void of love.
that's fascinating, because I always thought when I met diabetic people, you know, that they just seemed completely devoid of love, that they just seemed to not care about anything at all. And I thought it's strange that consistently that being diabetic lines up with being a real bastard, but you finally found a scientific reason for it.
Yes, it was there all along. Sorry, I've got some thrombosis in my lungs.
So tell us, the people who, for example, for people who are love challenged, you know, the diabetics,
Yes.
what can they do to help with this?
Well, the first thing they should do really is they should drink less Coca-Cola. It's a horrible.
That's nothing to do with the love stuff.
Well, you know, it's if you they can't process the sweetness, which means they can't feel the love in the Coca-Cola,
Of course,
and it's
yes.
numbing them. It's
And
numbing
as
them.
we know, the main way that most children in the modern day learn to love is through drinking Coca-Cola.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, liquid love, the parents call it.
Oh yes. Well, I'll tell you, I had my own liquid love back in the day, but this is a family-friendly podcast, so
Yes,
I can't
he's talking
talk
about
it.
jizz. Anyway,
For a physics, for a doctor of physics, I must say you're rather uncouth at times. I'm warm to it.
physics is, you know, it's just rough and ready particles bumping into each other all the time. It's the jock science, you know.
Oh my
You
lord!
know? We go around beating up you nerds.
Oh, well, let's move on from that, shall we? I feel
Sure,
a bit threatened now, but
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
are you diabetic?
No. Oh God, no.
You should get checked. Commentary like that definitely
Oh no,
definitely alludes to.
It's fine. I've got congenital jock, and so I'm like a rough and tumble boy. But that's just how it happens. That's just how it is.
You poor thing. Give my regards to your parents
I will. I'll let them know that.
and to anyone else who wants to like you for the rest of their lives.
I know, but at least I'm not diabetic, eh?
God,
the
those
true unlovables.
those absolute despicable fiends of human beings.
So
Yes.
besides drinking Coke, or drinking less Coke, what else can a diabetic do to integrate into society and be a functioning, loving member of a family?
Well, for one, I think that they should try practicing more positive affirmations.
Okay.
You know, if they were to say nice things to themselves or other people around them, which they're not inclined to do, but if they were to force themselves to do it or sort of be put on a bit of a regime, as it were, then saying at least sort of 7 nice things an hour, you'll find that drastically improves a diabetic's ability to love. Now,
Maybe it's just that they do it out of habit at that point. So it would be better for everyone else. But does that actually genuinely make them feel love?
it's hard to say because it's not something that we can easily measure. All we can really measure is how loved do those around them feel. Now, statistics show still pretty low on the average. It never really returns back to a normal figure.
Because as we know, diabetics are awful.
They are
just
awful.
Really horrible
Just
to spend
scum.
time with.
Just
Just
scum.
absolute scum.
The fact that they are physically incapable of even complimenting once they are diagnosed with the condition is abhorrent. And the fact that we treat them as equals is beyond me as a scientist. but they might not be beyond hope. So far they have been, but you know, we're trying our best to normalise them and make them acceptable members of society.
Well, thank you for this. This has been a really exciting insight.
We don't want to talk about it a bit longer.
No, I don't think so.
Oh boy!
I think that was really interesting, and I think we're going to have to finish up there. We've run out of time on this episode of the podcast, but next week on the podcast, we will be talking about how you can incorporate giant dog-shaped balloons into your lovemaking. And you're also an expert on that, so you'll be back next week, won't you?
Yes, I've got a Guinness World Record. I've incorporated 7 dog-shaped balloons into my lovemaking so far.
And on the podcast next week, you'll be going for 8.
Oh, yes. Back to normal.
Why do all of them, like, I don't think you... I'm so glad you don't live in that world, Jonas. Why do all of them go that way?
For context, I am a type 1 diabetic. I need a tissue.
Oh dear, yeah. What a chaotic mess.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that, everyone.
When I said pancreas, I was just picking a random part of the body.
Oh, okay.
And I just completely forgot that it had anything to do with diabetes. And then you just fully went into it.
Yeah, you set them up, I knock them down.
Okay. We've got 15 minutes left. Do you have enough energy for one more, should we say?
Absolutely.
All right.
If I don't have enough energy for one more, how are we going to do the rest of this? How am I going to last
you might want to
20 hours and 28 minutes?
You might want to store it up for future events.
Nah, I'll go out burning bright.
Go out big, baby.
Yeah.
All right, can we have one more, please?
Yes, your alternative universe and podcast prompt is Jamie and Jonas 24-hour podcast condensed.
All right. Hello and welcome to the podcast. We have a schedule, but don't worry about that. There's a first half and a second half. We'll get through it. There's a bunch of rewards you can do. They involve spinning some wheel. But, we'll get to that.
Our first guest is on the line. We've got to listen to them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thanks for calling in, guest.
Hello, it's poetry
hello.
time.
Oh.
I've written a limerick.
Oh, yep. That's a lot of fun, actually. I think I can do that. Thank you. Yep. I'm just going to write the first... Oh, we've run out of time. Okay. I didn't even get through the word fuck.
I lost.
Oh, thanks for joining us, first guest. Goodbye.
Hey, look, it's the schedule. Hey. But we let's not worry about that.
Next up.
We're moving on.
Enter the Podverse. We have to enter a podcast. Can we have a podcast that we have to enter, please?
God, I just hate diabetics. Come on, let's move on. Let's go. So next up we have another segment. I forgot what segment comes after Enter the Podverse. Can you just leave the schedule up for the whole time? We'll just talk through it. So it's time with Vic. We're hanging out
in the
with
past. I roll a d20. I roll a 1. Fuck, Vic, get out.
Hey!
Okay,
Right, it's a super fan quiz.
Jonas,
Jonas, can you tell me where this quote comes from? I am a little piggy
Hitman
boy.
3! Yes!
Wonderful,
I win!
you
okay.
win. Okay.
Screw you, Maddie. And then we go to Draw
Draw
Me Like Your French Girls.
Oh, I've drawn like a big old picture.
Thanks for joining us, his cast.
Thank you.
You've been great on the show. Good night.
Have you got Make Me Ideal? Would you like to buy this?
Yes, I will buy your phone.
Well,
thank you.
wonderful.
It's my phone now.
Fantastic.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, I need my phone
that was a
back.
great
Oh my
segment.
God, I'm never going to be able to call anyone again. Optional based narrative fiction.
Jamie, we're going to spin the wheel.
Oh, wait.
What happened? It's a trick that I can't reveal right now.
Oh, no. You didn't pay for it.
it.
So it's optional based narrative fiction with DJ Nerd. Well,
I turn left. You go right.
I turn page 36. I'm dead.
I love you. DJ, thank you for joining us.
Thank
DJ.
you so much. It's Heart Attack. We're going to draw a big old picture. Oh, that's nothing like you described. It's just a melon.
I'm so sleepy at this point.
Oh,
so sleepy.
It's 2 a.m.
Keep
We've
me
got
awake.
so much more to do.
Keep me awake.
It's tarot time with Luke. Hello, Luke. Welcome.
You've joined us topless again. Thank you, Luke.
And it looks like you're going to die. What a shame.
Well.
It's yoga time.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh my God.
I'm so refreshed and limber after that exercise.
Let's do an
Thanks
exorcism.
for Maddie. Right, exercise the milk. Glug, 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 glug.
No more demons here.
No more demons here.
It's
Grab
Clay.
the demon.
It's time for Clay with Maddie. We're gonna grab some clay. We're gonna.
I made Kirby.
I-
And Clay.
I've made sadness. It's breakfast time. Nom 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 nom. Gotta keep yourself going.
It's 7
Gotta keep.
o'clock in the morning. We've only got a few more hours left of the stream.
We've
Thanks
got to
for
eat so
joining us,
much
everyone.
food. Nom nom nom
Jamie,
nom.
we've raised £20,000 so far.
Oh my god.
What?
Our next goal
Okay.
is £3 million. If we can reach it by the end of the stream, we're going to shoot Jonas into space. Right, it's time for tears streaming down your face. It's gonna, with Sylvie the Bunny. Welcome.
What's the best brand of milk? S-tier milk. S-tier milk.
It's Tesco's.
It's Tesco's. Oh, thank you for joining us, everyone. That was tearing me apart. That's the best milk of all time.
It's board game business, boys. We've got time. We've got to roll a dice. We're gonna make a little man, and it's gonna jump, and that's gonna be our board game. And we're gonna sell it to the people. You could.
What's the best board game? What's the best board game mechanic, Jamie?
It's obviously chance. Then it's going to be making Jamie talk about anime. Give me 2 animes. I have to pick the real one.
A boy who accidentally finds that his mum is a bottle of milk, or a cat gets the powers to consume all dogs for God.
Trick question. It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We're on to Laura's mouth tour. Nom 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 nom. These are dreadful.
Oh, what did you put in my mouth, Laura?
That's horrible.
Oh, that's not a... Okay, anyway.
And then finally, get bonkers with Beth. Ooh!
I literally don't know what's happening for
Woo!
half an hour.
Ooh!
This is unmitigated disaster and fun.
And then closing ceremony, a somber moment to reflect on everything that's happened today.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Good night. Hello?
Look.
Tech, can I have my microphone off while I readjust it, please? I don't want to make lots of noise in their ears.
Hello, Bunt Scramblies. Well, that is. I think we'll finish up. Enter the Podverse there. That was good fun, if a bit chaotic. It revealed a dark side to our improv skills, which I hope smoothen out as the stream goes on.
My microphone is on now. I'm back. I'm probably back. They can tell me if it's awful.
Turns out I never turned it off anyway.
Oh, lovely.
So sorry about that, everybody.
Not sure it was ever off. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. I don't say I said welcome back. The tiredness is already hitting. I've used a lot of energy in the first few chunks of this stream. Let's go to something I can do on autopilot. Can I see the schedule, please? And we'll start running you through what else we've got left of today. We've got a bunch of good fun things. Our next segment will be RPGs from the past PGs with Vic. So when Vic gets here, we'll be doing some wonderful RPG stuff again. Then later on, we've got a superfan quiz with Maddie. We've got Draw Me Like Your French Ghouls with his cursedness. And at 11 o'clock, we've got Make Me a Deal, where we will be selling tat to each other. At midnight, we've got optionally based narrative fiction with DJ Nerd. We've got Art Attack, which is a drawing game we'll be doing at 2 a.m. And then at 3 a.m, we're joined by Luke, who's going to be doing us some tarot readings. We've got some yoga at 4 with Maddie. And then at 5, we've got Demonic Intercourse with Hugsnef, which will be some exorcism stuff. We've got some clay date. That's a clay making competition with Maddie at 6 a.m. At 7 a.m. is our little breakfast segment where we'll be chowing down. And then at 8, we've got Sylvie for tears streaming down your face and tier listing. At 10, we're making our own board game, the Board Game Business Boys. At 11, we'll be playing a game called Making Jamie Talk About Anime with Aurelius. At 12, we've got Laura's Mouth Tour. And at 1, we've got Get Bonkers with Beth, a working title, and then we're finishing up from there. We have a bunch of milestones and rewards. Our current milestone is £1,000 for Cooking Stream. £2,000 we'll be doing a short RPG series. And at 3,011.69, which was our total last year, we will be picking an awful game to stream the entire of. So it should be good fun. But we also have individual incentives that are available for you to get when you donate. When you go to the donation screen, if you put them in your cart, it will come up on our little tablet, and we will be able to do them for you. If you spend £10 on a spin the wheel donation, we will spin the wheel and do what it says. It's half tricks, half treats, and they've been good fun so far. At £50, you'll get a professional voiceover from Jonas, and at £100, I will draw you a postcard drawing that we will pin up on the background. I will try and put more effort into it next time. I think that was all right, but I want to do better. The more we do, the better I'll get, I guess.
Oh, I've turned it the wrong way. I just want to reveal that I think we've had more tricks than treats so far. So it looks like we've had 7 tricks revealed and only 6 treats revealed. Meaning that there are more unknown treats that await us.
Well, there was a long period where all I was getting was tricks. And you were just getting the same treat over and over. So we've got a spin the wheel from his cursedness. Thank you very much. Do we remember whose go it is?
Gosh, we should have a better way of keeping track of this, shouldn't we?
We should.
So last time, what was the last thing? We did Switch cartridges.
Which was you. So it's me
But
now.
I feel like... No, I made a big deal of the flavour and then drank water.
Yeah.
And we moved on, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah. Come on, lick a Switch cartridge. Come on, lick a Switch cartridge.
It's a treat. It is silly hats.
Oh, why did you get all the silly hats?
Give you the old one.
Where's my silly
Give you the
hat?
new one.
I want a silly hat.
I got my new silly hat, everybody.
Please donate lots of £10 so that I can spin the wheel until I get a silly hat.
Right, so that one's done.
I'm quite jealous of your silly hat.
Yeah, so please donate. It's for a really good cause. Jonas, do you want to tell everyone about this wonderful cause that they're donating towards?
Yes, of course, you're donating to Safe in Our World, a mental health charity that aims to uplift and support mental health well-being in the games industry, particularly for game developers who have a bloody rough time of it, and for content creators and creatives who might suffer from a lot of imposter syndrome or just conditions that doesn't really let them love themselves in the way that they really should.
Wonderful. And I think we're about 4 hours in, aren't we? So I think we might have a little video from Safe in Our World that we can play.
Oh, a whole video.
A whole video.
A whole
just
video.
for you guys.
Hey there, Flop here from Safe in Our World, and we are now 4 hours into the whopping 24-hour charity live stream. We'd like to take a moment to thank you all so much for supporting Safe in Our World. It's streams like this and your generosity that help us continue to deliver game-changing mental health resources to players and devs alike. Make sure you're hydrated, grab a snack, look after your human needs, and we'll see you again a little bit later on.
Lovely. Yeah, it's really nice that they did that for us, and it's really nice of all of you to support. We've hit £470 already, which is so good. Thank you so much, everybody. Do you want to have a quick check, Jones, just to see if there's any donations that didn't have a reward? Because I want everyone to feel like they're appreciated, even if they didn't ask for a reward from us. But if you do want a reward, they're good fun and they give us lots of silly things to do.
I can tell you that we are fully up to date on all donations, all incentives, all rewards. No one is asking us to do anything crazy yet.
Lovely. All right. Well, there's plenty of room for you to get your rewards in. For now, we'll pop this over here, if that goes over there. I guess it's just a bit of time for us to chat, Jonas. Just to catch up.
You know what, Jamie?
How you feeling 4 hours in?
You know what, Jamie? I feel like we don't get enough time to just chat to each other. We didn't just spend the last 2 hours just chatting to each other.
No.
So it's nice that we get to do it now.
Well,
just our authentic selves.
It's rare that we get a chance. We haven't had a chance to chat just as ourselves.
Yeah, I am doing all right.
Yeah.
It is the bull's end of November.
Yeah.
Right. It's pretty cold out there. We've had a couple of 0-degree days.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people posting pictures of snow of their house being like completely snowed in and things, which is exciting.
I
I love a bit of snow, me.
have been wearing thermals, like leggings and thermal like clothes to most of my outings.
Yeah.
Because I fucking can't stand the cold. My legs get really, really unhappy with the cold.
Yeah.
And here I am in a room that claims to be 24.5 degrees warm.
Yeah, it's going to get toasty in here. It's going to continue to get toastier and toastier.
As we have literal studio lights and 3 PCs, 2 PCs, 4 monitors.
Yeah, 2 PCs, 4 monitors, and we've got your tablet and obviously all our
PC,
phones and all that kind of stuff.
Television.
Want to send you snow? We haven't got any here in London, but I have seen a bunch around the country. We can package it up and send it to you, Keemsy. Yes.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. No, so I'm doing all right, except that I am warm. And yeah, we had some. I was really happy with the poetry thing. I would have liked to have done the poetry thing a lot longer.
Yeah, that was good fun. I like the poetry.
I think we always feel that way about a segment where we're like, "Holy shit, that was really good!" Like,
yeah, I think though
I'll
that's
give you a phone back.
that's. Oh, thank you. I forgot you had that. That's the really exciting thing about like the sort of chaotic nature of the segments that that streamers bring is that we generally don't know what people are gonna give us. Like we have a vague idea from the title, but I mean, like, you know, at the end of the stream we've got Get Bonkers with Beth, and I've just had a series of very confusing messages about that. So I'm really excited to see all like the weird stuff that we get to do.
I don't know if I got around to telling you this, so I don't really know how much this feeds into what's going to happen later. But Beth reached out to me and said, "Jonas, I feel like I don't know you very well, and I'd like to get to know you a bit better." It's like, okay, can we find the time to call? Turns out, no, we bloody well can't. I'm busy.
Yeah.
But what we did as a concession was Beth sent me a series of questions that I then answered with voice notes on Instagram. And after that, Beth said, "Great, this actually gives me a lot of material. Thank you so much, Jonas. I still feel like there's a lot I don't know about you, but don't worry." And so then I went on my audio program and I recorded like a 10-minute long podcast
About you.
that's it's just me talking about me off the top of my head, including like all the base facts of like where I was born, where I went to school, little life path, what I did for uni, the jobs I've done, what I do now,
She
some
might
of my
know
likes.
more about you than any of us here.
I mean, you know, it was a pretty good episode 1 of a dedicated podcast series
About
that might never get an episode. Well, if I do episode 2, I'll do it when I'm like twice my age. You know,
Okay.
when
yeah,
I've had
I
like
that.
another 30-something years of life.
Can we release this? Can we put it out there to the world?
It very directly addresses the audience member as Elizabeth.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
It very directly says like,
you just. I think you could record a little bit at the beginning that says, in today's performance, you will be performing the role of Elizabeth.
yeah, I guess I could. No, not you, chat member. No. So I found that quite fun, but more importantly, I have no idea how it's going to be used to enforce the content of the stream later.
I was also asked for a series of questions, so I'm wondering if it's like a his and hers thing or something. We don't know. It could be anything. It could be absolutely anything. Is there a segment you're particularly looking forward to?
Yeah. The answer is yes, but if I had to name one, I think Draw Me Like Your French Ghouls.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big D&D fan, and so is His Cursedness. And last year we did creating original magic items.
That was so much fun.
That was really
so
good.
good, yeah.
So in this case, I'm wondering, I don't know if we're going to draw monster manual creatures as they are, or if we're going to invent our own new monster manual creatures, like from prompts. Do you know what I mean? Like coming up with our own.
I'll get my drawing eye in and try and think. What I might do is I might take some of this time to actually draw us as cats rather than cat people, because I want another go at that. I feel like
You're feeling
I did
terrible
poorly,
about
yeah.
like you've cheated your audience out of their
Absolutely,
the quality of their
but we can
donation.
keep chatting while I do it. I'm going to have to take this off because it's definitely going to fall off at some point. We can keep chatting about stuff.
Well, what I'm going to do is I am going to sensibly, everyone, type 1 diabetic. I'm going to check my blood sugars.
Absolutely.
I'm not just glancing at my phone as someone disinterested. It's a whopping 8.2, everyone. You check that out. 8.2 on the blood sugars. It's in the green. It's in the green, everyone. So isn't that lovely? And then I have just 10,000 notifications that have nothing to do with me raising money for Safe in Our World on a live charity stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie, if you were a cat, what type of cat would you be?
You
about to find out.
I like big fluffy, like, well, no, not fluffy. I like normal British short hair cats, like Aurora is. I think that's the. Oh, I assume that's a British short hair is basically what the name of any cat that like doesn't have a name really. Like
Okay.
it's just a generic British cat. I think they're good. They're generally like nice natured, good cats. And they're just the bog standard cat that you get in every house in England. What about you, Jonas? If you were to pick a type of cat? I mean, you're allergic to cats, aren't you?
I am allergic to cats. But that wouldn't. I'd still never pick the furless cats. You know what I mean?
Sphinx. Yeah.
I'd never pick that because they're weird. They're too weird. I think I'd go for something like a lynx or a panther. You know,
a
something,
big cat.
Something quite
you
dangerous.
think you'd be a big cat?
I'm quite big as a human being, so I wouldn't want to become quite small. I would want to stay big. So, yeah, you know, like, and maybe something that's like, you know, a predator, got survival instincts. That'd be new for me. Having survival instincts and having the desire
and being a
to
predator
just ripping into flesh and poor vulnerable creatures in the savannah.
Yeah, I think that would suit you. I think you could rip into creatures in the savannah. I think that would suit you. I mean, you could start doing that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could become a hunter.
I could just become a hunter. I could just here in London.
No, you'd have to travel to the savannah.
I am going to South Africa later this year.
Oh yeah, to be a hunter.
Well, now, yes. Now that we've talked about it, yeah, that's definitely the reason. I've got some other obligations first, so like I'll tick them off the box. But if I find time, yeah, I guess I'll just go out and do some hunting, but not like with a gun or a bow or clothes. Just me and my fur and my claws and my nature.
Just your nature, just your classic Jonas nature.
Yeah.
Just the general Jonas vibes that you give.
Jamie, what would you say the most dangerous thing about me is? Like, you know.
What's the most dangerous thing about you?
Like if someone were like, oh, what should I watch out for when Jonas comes creeping round the savannah?
Think your reckless sense of adventure. I think that you generally you take no prisoners. You're just headstrong and you just power into any circumstance regardless of the consequences. Yeah, I know. I'm just chattering. Why don't you set us up for the wheel while I finish drawing this?
I would if I could get into your phone.
Why do you need to get into my phone?
Well, how else do I set up the
wheel?
You said the wheel. I imagined you were telling me to open the droid cam.
I haven't finished it. I'm going to do some outlines.
You haven't finished it. Ugh. Why does the art take so long? Okay.
Good art takes time.
We have a donation from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous, for the donation. We have to spin the wheel.
So I think it's your spin because I got silly hats.
Yes, you did, and I'm jealous of it. I hope I get a silly hat. Can I put this down? Can you give me some?
Yeah. You can have some room. Sorry, I'm
asking inquisitively, not pointedly. I realised that my tone was very like, Jamie, can you try? Can you try to give me some room?
To not be a nuisance.
Let's spin the wheel. Is it a new? It's a trick.
It's a trick. Amazing.
All right, Anonymous, I don't like you anymore. Sorry, because you gave me a trick.
And the
trick you gave me was, of course, it would be me.
What is it?
Mum.
Text your mum.
Text your mum. I have to text mum.
Text your mum.
Might still be in the audience, but all right. I'm going on WhatsApp. Now, do I write the text to my mum, or do you write the text to my mum?
I thought it was supposed to be me writing the text to your mum.
Well, make a decision. 'Cause it could come back on you later.
Voice of God. What should we do?
I think we originally said the other person text your mum.
Okay, well then that's what's going to happen. Okay, I'm gonna.
I can complete your drawing for you if you want.
Yeah, I'm giving the money. Okay, I'll finish that in a second. Okay, so. Right, what am I gonna write? I'm gonna write. Hello, Mum. Just wanted to say I don't feel like I make enough time for you. You gave me life, and the very least I can give you is my respect.
You had best be watching this, mother.
So I've written,
so
hello, Mum. Just
you
wanted
know-
to say I don't feel like I make enough time for you. You gave me life, and the very least I can give you is my respect.
She's going to know immediately that something is wrong.
You ready?
Send it, yeah.
Send.
There, you know, just in case anyone needs, it's there. It's that bottom message, everyone. That's the message. Ugh. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if she responds.
Okay, I'm nearly done with the redo of the drawing. I think I'm more happy with this one. Okay.
He's definitely been sitting on that one. It was so quick.
No, that just came to me. I thought I think it would be funnier if it's a nice message.
Oh boy.
Respect her. She's the one who taught you not to burn carpets. All right, thank you very much, Anonymous, for that donation.
I'll have you know it was not my mother that taught me not to burn carpets. It was my own hubris.
We are £480. We're nearly halfway to our first milestone. Thank you so much, everybody. I've got the droid cam, and I've redone us as actual cats. So there we go. Here's the. If we can swap to the droid cam, I can show you. This is me and Jonas' actual cats. This is me, and this is Jonas.
Wait, do that again.
This is me. And this is Jonas.
I'll be honest. When I saw you drawing, I thought I'm the one on the left.
No.
The only difference is the shape of our glasses.
And the hair is a bit different.
Oh, it's.
And that's a classic Jonas pose.
Is it different enough?
That's the classic Jonas pose.
Tickle the belly. Oh,
Tickle the belly.
Don't tickle my belly. Don't tickle my belly.
All
Do
right.
it. I'm just reaching into my bag before we jump into the next segment because I want to take an antihistamine.
Oh yeah.
Because my eyes are like bloody stinging.
Oh, sorry, pal.
That's all right.
There is actual cat hair in this house. So.
Yeah, no, it's just yesterday I took one, and I guess I just hoped it would keep lasting.
All right, there we go.
But it has been, not quite 24 hours, but nearly 24 hours. Which I hadn't considered.
Right. Cool. We are 3 minutes away from hopefully Vic joining us. But in the meantime, we've got some space for chat. Caterpillar. I feel like Jonas Cat might be missing something. I thought it might be a bit much for a charity stream.
What, for me, for my cat to have massive bollocks
For your
and
cat genitals to be hanging out there, yeah.
famously.